All right, everybody. Hello, 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 and welcome to our weekly Essential Island Living team call. Sorry so much about the first week of October. We had some glitches, but I am back and hopefully everything will run smoothly tonight. Hope you guys all enjoyed your October break. If you had one, I know I certainly had an amazing time. Um, Okay, so tonight is the first night that I am facilitating this new format, so I have to be very strict on myself about time. So we are going to jump right in to our new format. We are going to do just about 10 to 15 minutes of product education. Tonight, Kisha is going to share with us about Copaiba essential oil. And then if you choose to stay on, we're going to go ahead and move into our biz highlights. I forget, I gave it a good name. It's on the PowerPoint. So we'll talk about that. So if you want to stick around for that, even if you're not a builder and you're interested in learning more, please do. But all right. Did we decide? I have in my notes we're doing the oil protocol after this part. Is that right? No? Okay, let's do it now, and then we will jump right in. So for those of you that are joining us for the first time, I think everybody's, if you could put your turn your camera on, that would be awesome. You don't have to, but if you could, that would be awesome. So we're going to kick off every call by finding an oil that is calling to you or near you. I tend to switch up the ones right on my desk, but for tonight, I'm going to go with a good old fave, which is peppermint for me. So we're going to ask that you take a few deep breaths. Go ahead and place your hand over your heart and repeat after me. If you wish, I am doing the best that I can. I am doing the best that I can. I am doing the best that I can. All right, I'm going to go ahead and mute myself. Hold on, let me share my screen first. I got to be honest, I am learning my new laptop still. So can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, but I'm going to go ahead and mute myself, and Kisha's going to.
I love this. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm not hearing anybody. Liza, can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear me okay?
I can hear you perfectly. And I forgot, I'm calling it the biz brainstorm. I don't know if that's going to stick. But anyway, okay, Kisha, you can't control the PowerPoint, so just tell me when you want me to move on to the next slide. They're in the order that you sent them to me, the pictures.
Okay, can you start off with that first one for us? Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to go over our beloved oil Copaiba. If you don't already know too much about it, first off, it's sourced from northern Brazil during the months of January through June when the water is high enough for our farmers to travel through the Amazon to get to our Copaiba tree forest, where these trees can grow up to 130 feet. The neat thing to know about our doTERRA Copaiba is sourced from 4 different species of the Copaifera trees, as they are different in chemical composition for each type. So when they're blended together, a unique synergy between the plants are derived. And so not only does this produce the most purest Copaiba oil known to the industry, but also the highest grade of therapeutic Copaiba oil. So I think that that's something that we should all know. It's collected as an oil resin, so much like a maple tree is tapped for maple syrup, the Copaiba trees are tapped at the base or the trunk of the tree. No plants are harmed during this process, of course, doTERRA would not, right? When we take Copaiba internally, what happens is it has a direct effect on our endocannabinoid system. So when you take a look at the screen here, you can see that there are 3 different plant chemicals that interact with our endocannabinoid system. Now, the first being CBD. So this one we might be a little familiar with, derived from hemp, right? And as you can see here, it's cannabinoids are low in quantities or not at all. So as low as 0 to 6%. And when we think about Copaiba and the beta caryophyllene component, which is its cannabinoid, we're looking at 50 to 60%. So there's a huge, huge difference. Also with CBD, it doesn't directly affect our CB receptors. So we don't really know what it's doing. So that's something to question. And that's why doTERRA feels like there's just not enough information out in the market or in the industry to release a CBD oil. And I love that about our beloved company. Now, there in the middle, you'll see THC, also known as tetrahydrocannabinol. This here is derived from the marijuana plant and interacts with our CB1 and CB2 receptors, which isn't a good thing. We don't want these cannabinoids to be interacting with our CB1, just the CB2. Now, this is also the THC responsible for that psychoactive effect, and that's why we'll test positive on drug tests. So you can be sure that when you take Copaiba, you'll never ever test positive for a drug test. It's 100% legal. You don't have to worry about the social stigma that comes with taking THC. And to each their own, right? To each their own. We all have to make our own educated decisions. Now, kind of reeling it back a little bit, beta caryophyllene, what is that? Beta caryophyllene is a chemical that's derived from Copaiba. It's so rich in Copaiba. And what happens is it sits on the cell surface and changes what happens inside of our cells. Liza, can you move to the next slide for us? Okay, so this here is showing that the THC, right, reacts with the CB1 receptor, which we don't want. And then all the question marks there indicating that with CBD, it's unknown. We don't know the direct effect or indirect effect. Liza, the next slide. And then here, when we look at the BCP dosage amount, so beta caryophyllene in Copaiba, 1 drop is 45 milligrams. That's 14 cents, right? It wholesales for $35 or $46.67 at retail. Copaiba is 14 cents. And look at the effects that it has. So 5 milligrams reduced discomfort. So because it's working with our endocannabinoid system, it's that central nervous system, our endocrine system, which is responsible for our glandular response. And also, what's super important is our chemical response in our body. So any and all oils that we're taking in, if we're taking Copaiba internally regularly, we can be sure to get a better chemical response out of the other oils that we're taking in. So that's super awesome to know. You can move to the next slide, Liza. Okay, and see, here we go. We're not reacting with our CB1, we're reacting directly only with CB2, clear, direct pathways with our cell surface, okay? So now, with this essential oil, it penetrates through our cell membrane, and it causes a chain reaction that reacts with our CB2 receptors, which is what we want. It's a direct binder, right? So directly binding to our cardiovascular, respiratory, immune, nervous, and even digestive systems. This helps us to soothe our anxious feelings. It's great for skin support, mental clarity, fertility, among things. And of course, what is great about Copaiba, we can take it all 3 ways. We can apply it topically, we can ingest it, we can put 1 to 2 drops in a veggie cap and take that internally, or we can do the sublingual administration, which is 2 drops under our tongue. There's a mucous membrane there that allows the CB2 receptors to get into contact with that Copaiba oil much faster. Next slide, Liza. All right. So I think I know we're talking about Copaiba, but I think right now there's so much hype out there about CBD oils. There are other companies that carry it, and while we're not here to bash any other oil company, we want to know and we want to know the difference. So real quickly, I have 1 more minute left. Copaiba retails for $46.67. CBD retails for anywhere between 75 to 180 drops. Remember that the dosage amount in order for you to take CBD oil to get the same effect as Copaiba is far greater. Liza, do I have one more slide? One more slide. Okay, and then here's just a quick summary. Again, I would highly suggest that you guys, once the playback is available, screenshot these and kind of look at them. But a great summary comparing CBD oil and Copaiba oil. If you don't have it, it's lightly woodsy, and I want to say a little bit smoky even. I love using it all three ways. For aromatic purposes, I especially love it with balance and geranium. It kind of reminds me of the drive up country and Olinda. But that's about it. That's all I have for Copaiba.
Thank you so much, Kischa. That was really very thorough explanation. I'm definitely going to have to go back and listen to that again. I feel like I've heard many talks about Copaiba, but there's always, okay, I need to figure out how to move this. There's always more to learn and more to connect with. So thank you. So after we do our product share, our education, is there anybody that wants to share? We have about 5 more minutes where anybody who wants to share their own personal testimonies or uses of Copaiba outside of what Kischa shared. Does anybody want to jump on at all? Okay, go ahead and unmute yourself. Can you see it? Okay, I'll do it, Diana. You're unmuted.
Can you hear me? Okay. I take 2 drops of Copaiba and 2 drops of frankincense in veggie caps 3 times a day, and that's what's keeping my fibromyalgia under control. Because I'm about to have, I do take medication for it, and I've had to stop it because I'm having surgery because the medication I take causes bleeding. So Copaiba and frankincense together have stopped my pain, and I don't have the bleeding. So since I've learned this, since I'm getting ready to have surgery, I'm going to stop the medication I was taking permanently and just stick with Frank and Copaiba.
Awesome. That's a win. Yay.
For me, it's a big win.
Oh, congratulations, Diana. And we'll of course be let us know when you're having the surgery so we can send you all our love and positive vibes.
24th.
Of this. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
A week from tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. So something on a diamond call I heard today too that Kischa touched upon is how Copaiba interacts so well and supportive of all of the other oils that we use. So I have had my son on Zyler's 8. He's going to be 9 on Sunday. And we've had him on a really solid supplement regimen for a couple of months now. And we played around a lot with it. And I think we've kind of got it figured out. So currently, he takes 1 adaptive soft gel, 1 Copaiba, and 1 DDR Prime in the morning. And DDR Prime is chock full of that frankincense. That's the first essential oil in there, but also a lot of the cellular regenerative essential oils and immune boosting oils, all the goodness. So he takes the adaptive, the Copaiba, and a DDR Prime in the morning, and at night he takes 1 microplex VMZ, 1 omega. And I was doing a Copaiba soft gel, but after hearing at convention that you really don't need taking more Copaiba isn't going to actually do anything to really help support you. I think I'm going to change that to probiotic just give him a PB assist. He is awesome at swallowing pills. He'd rather do that than chew anything, even take a PB assist junior. He's not Mr. Sweet Tooth really. Like Tatum will take sugar all day long, but Zai is not so much. But I share this regimen because it has been incredibly helpful for him, and with the addition of adaptive. And so I just strongly encourage you to, whenever you're trying to find something that works for you, to stick with something, give it a while. I had read that Mito 2 Max can help kids that have a lot of energy actually slow down and focus more. Yeah, didn't 1 week of that not working was pretty loud and clear for him. So we X that, but you'll figure it out. And you know, my husband isn't Mr. Oily Man, but I'll tell you something. He will always remind Zyler to take his supplements, because it's not necessarily that day that we see the effects. It's a day or two after that we see him having a little bit harder time controlling his emotions, you know, and there's so many things that factor in, right? Sleep, everything else. But just when it comes to supplementation, just know that you want to try things. And I also share that because I know a lot of people have children that have lots of emotions, lots of energy, need a little bit more support with concentration and focus. And so that's what's really made a huge difference for Zyler. We're not going to talk about it tonight, but adaptive soft gels have transformed my life. So just one a day, I'm taking one a day of those. I can't afford to take more than that with Zyler also taking them as well. But okay, so now we've run over product education, but does anybody else have anything to share? We have so many people on tonight not showing on the video, which is so unusual for us, but we have a lot of people, so that's super awesome. All right, so please do me a favor, and I didn't do this. You guys typically, lots of you on this call typically get a text from me reminding you about the call on Wednesday, and the day got away from me and I didn't send one. I also want to start sending one to customers to remind them that we're providing this for them. And what I was kind of thinking too was that tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and send the reminder with the link to the recording, so that they know that we're doing this and we have that product education, and it's, you know, 10 or 15 minutes of people sharing what they're working and protocols. So what we really want is exactly what happened tonight. Kischa to share 5 to 7 minutes of product education, and then have 3, 4, 5 people share their personal testimonies, because honestly, you guys, that is truly how we learn the best, for sure. I am sure you guys would agree, learning from other people and their testimony. Even if my family's needs are not what your family's needs are, now you know what I use for my son to help support him. So if you have any questions about that and that journey, you know, you always, when somebody else has a similar concern, you can always kind of piggyback off of that. When somebody talks to you about fibromyalgia, you can talk about Diana's success with Copaiba and frankincense, and I would probably say too now that turmeric dual chamber soft gels are a game changer for inflammation and chronic pain. So, okay, so I guess it's time for us to jump right into biz. Couple of things. I'm going to share my screen again. I'm not going to lie, I had some technical difficulties. Oh, well, there's a picture of my family, but not what I wanted to actually show you. Oh, there we go. So that's okay. We're just going to roll with it. I will complete the PowerPoint later, but oh, just a reminder, everyone, if you didn't know, we talked about Copaiba tonight because this promo is insane promo, you guys. So a free Copaiba soft gels, a free Copaiba essential oil, and then a yellow mandarin, an oil that you can't even buy. Don't forget that convention kits are still on sale, and this is by far the best price you're going to get for them. And if you got your convention kit before the 15th, you got that free clementine too, but it's still not too late to get a convention kit and get all of these products. And right now you can only get the Yarrow Pond products in the convention kit as well. Now everybody on this call probably knows this, but we want to make sure that we're getting this information out to all of our customers. And just a reminder, you can get up to four of these 200 PV promos in a month. A lot of people don't realize this, and I've helped quite a few customers this month and in previous months split up 200 PV orders so they can capitalize on double of the promos. Okay, so yeah, lots of goodness. Okay, so just another reminder that the Together Tour is on Saturday, October 26th on Oahu. Here is all of the information. If you search in any of our groups, Together Tour, it's all there. This is going to be amazing and awesome, and I hope that you guys come. I'm going to stop sharing real quick. Can you just give me a quick, who's on here? Who's coming? Kanan, Kate, my mom, Frazier and her team are going to be showing up for sure. I'm so excited. We're also doing a bunch of classes the Sunday after for Frazier's team on Oahu. So if any of you...
coming.
Oh, Marcy's coming too?
Yeah, she's blocked out.
Okay, awesome. Excellent. Okay, so please, even if you're not going to be there, we will be there. So send your people, okay? Get them a ticket, send your people. We will be there. Just let us know, and they can come find us. Our team will be manning. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing again. Our team, we're just going to be manning the kids booth. But actually in the morning, I have quite a few Oahu leaders that are manning the booth. Noel, Ashley, Jordan. I think I need one or two more people. Oh no, I think Mary Lagasse is going to do it. And then I need one more person in the morning, which I can help too. And then the afternoon shift after the presentation, Kate, Kanan, Mom, I have you guys in there. And I can be in there. I need to find one more person. I wanted to give an opportunity for like all the new people to to immerse themselves, like people that haven't gone to convention yet or anything, to be able to do that. Okay. So, but if you're going to be there and you do want to help in those booths, or anybody else across line that might want to help, please let me know. Okay. So Together Tour, see, I made this and I don't even remember what's on it. Oh, and then there's a blank slide, so that's not helpful. Okay, so let me share what else I wanted to talk about tonight. So tonight I wanted to talk about Allyse Sedivy's daily mentor calls. Okay, and Allyse Sedivy presented at the Empowered Success on the day after convention. That was what, Saturday? Yeah, it was Saturday. And it was awesome. And she's amazing. She is doTERRA's only triple diamond, which means she has built not one presidential diamond leg, not two presidential diamond legs, well, two presidential diamond leg, and now she's building, and now she has a two presidential diamond legs plus a diamond leg. She'll probably be a triple blue diamond next, and then she'll be a triple presidential. I mean, I don't even understand it's like crazy. Okay. So, she's kind of the rage right now. She does this whole getaway retreat in Prague. The weekly success schedule that I had shared with you guys before. Hopefully you guys can see me. Diana, can you nod if you can see me? Because I can only see you. Okay, good. That we've talked about. This is from her, okay? And Introduction to Oils class. If you guys did not know, we are having a basic Introduction to Oils class twice a week, same time, same places, every week. Wednesday, 10 a.m., Nonalani Cottages. Every week, okay? Except major holidays. Starting this Sunday, 3 p.m., Friends and Fair, Wailuku. Okay, we are going in balls to the wall with daily and weekly classes, not just one, but two every week. Okay. She talked about basic business training. So we will we continue, I think, to do that through these calls. Wellness consults, continuing education classes. Our addition of the product spotlight every week is one of our attempts to have continuing education classes online. We do need to figure out a way to do that more consistently face to face, but for now, that's what we're doing. The next thing is team calls. So hello, welcome to our team call. Strategy sessions with key builders. I'm going to talk about that tonight because I just started doing that consistently. I guess I can't say it's consistently because I just started doing it, but I'm going to be doing it consistently. And then contacting and following up. So this weekly success schedule comes from her. This daily mentoring calls are basically, it's self-paced. You listen to a call, it's anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes are the ones I've listened to so far. But what I like about it and what's different a little bit from the other training that I am also doing, the Sales Pro one that we got that special deal from doTERRA is that this has actionable items after every single call. Okay, so after every single call, you have a call to action. So I highly recommend, this is absolutely free, by the way. Okay, triple diamond, highest ranking leader in doTERRA. If you're not in a space to take it on now, please take it on at some point. Like if you're still in Sales Pro and you want to finish that up. I love Sales Pro, but you guys, we did the whole sales guide together. It's still awesome review and it's still a great deal because you paid $25 and you're going to get 100 free points of product. So I ain't mad about it. But what I don't like about it is that it doesn't force me to take action. And that's what we need to do to move our business forward. So I'm not going to talk a lot about what Allyse talked about at this at the Empowered Success training because it's all part of her daily mentor calls. Did she talk about the calling trees too, you guys? Was she the one that talked about the calling trees? Okay, so I'm thinking that will come up and as I reconnect that more. But basically, this idea of a calling tree is a way to engage and train all of your leaders to use a calling tree. And there are scripts for people purchasing but not on LRP, for people on LRP, for people with an LRP scheduled but that isn't processing, for people who haven't ordered in a while. And so it's really a call to action to not just rely on social media and even texting, but like actually picking up the phone and calling people. Imagine that. I know, right? Okay. Okay, she talked about having weekly education, like 8-week ongoing education. So we've kind of covered a lot of the things that Allyse Sedivy talked about. What I want to talk about tonight are the strategy sessions with key builders. Okay, so I have started that this week. So far, I've done 3 of them. I am using the doTERRA Success Check-in. So I want to show you guys how easy this is to find all of these resources, okay? So I'm going to come back to here. I'm going to move this thing out of my way. And I'm just going to Google doTERRA Success. Oh, poop. Oh, it's up there in my bar. Can you see it in my bar? Okay, and it's right here. The PDF comes up. But what I also want to show you guys is this completely underutilized tool called the Empowered Success Tools Library, which has, you guys, every single tool you could possibly think of. Effective 3-way calling, gold vision boarding, leveraging your upline and corporate support, a power of 3 worksheet. I mean, there is just everything that you could possibly need in here. So Allyse will reference you to this a lot. For example, day 2 is making your hundreds list. And when she talks about making your hundreds list, she tells you to go Google this doTERRA memory jogger. And this memory jogger is a way for you to capture people's names, but also use these lists of people in your lives to help you remember other people that you can reach out to. Okay. So Allyse is going to send you back here a lot. A lot of people ask me where to get it. My first answer would be, honestly, Google it. But I would suggest bookmarking, and I'm going to bookmark it right here for myself. This Empowered Success Tools library, okay? Because there's just everything here. And if you notice up in this top right-hand corner, there's also a drop-down guide, okay? So that there's a whole bunch of other guides, all of the guides that you would want. So, you know, there really isn't any excuse not to do a lifestyle overview, because you can pull it up right online and go through it with somebody. Everybody can use Zoom for up to 40 minutes for free. So here it is, everything you need. And look at what's so beautiful about this, you guys. This Live Guide online has live links to all the products. And on the product link pages, there are, where are the PIP pages? Oh, there it is. Here, under more info, there's the product information pages, okay? So doTERRA is continuously refining. I mean, I gotta be honest, I almost think doing these online with people makes more sense, because you can teach them how they can pull this up and then use these live links to learn more about each of these products. Here are the product information pages, right? And it's just a plethora of information. I want to go back to On Guard real quick, because I want to show you that it also links other, like there's a video here, there's a presentation that you can download about doTERRA, On Guard. Okay, so let's go back to this. And I just want to point this out, because this is what I've been using, the success. Is it the success tracker? No, sorry. Oh, right here, success check-in. This is the tool that I've used on my 3 mentor calls this week. And this is, so if you're scheduling a mentor call with me, or we have one scheduled, I know I have one scheduled with someone tomorrow. This is what I want you to think about, because every time I'm going to meet with a builder for a mentoring call, I want it to be very focused, 30 minutes. We're going to talk about what's working. We're going to talk about what needs to be working better. For number 2, where are you? At first I was like, I don't understand this question, but now I know crystal clear. It means right now, today, where are you? Where are you in your business if your goal, where based on your goal? If my goal is diamond this month, okay, I have to know exactly where I am. And I could tell you guys leg by leg exactly how much PV and OV I am away from hitting that goal. Okay. For my 1500, my power of 3, I can tell you exactly where I need 100 PV LRP orders and what dates they're supposed to process and which ones I don't have set up yet. So this number 2 is really important. If you have a goal, where are you as of today, right now in that goal? And then where do you want to be? Your short-term goal would be a month to 3 months out. Your long-term goal could be up to a year or even more, but I think a year makes sense, okay? It tells you to update any volume changes. It tells you, again, other tools to use in your rank planner, okay? And this is kind of what Ashley Kema talked a little bit about. I don't know that this is the form she used, but this idea of having people check in with her prior. I just want you guys to come prepared to these meetings, okay? You don't have to fill this out, be ready to talk about it. I love this representation of pipes, because not only does it break down the actionable items for you to do, but it gives them value. And I want you guys to take a good look at some of the things that have higher value. Like a lifestyle overview has a higher value than the personal enrollment, because the enrollment is a one-off, you guys. But the lifestyle overview is the way that you are building and maximizing, you know, helping people to maximize their wholesale membership and understand all of the products that doTERRA has to offer. So I'm like, dang, I need to be putting as much focus, if not more, on lifestyle overviews. And it's never too late to give people a lifestyle overview. Kate's class, so many of our very early customers came to that and learned about so many other products that they didn't even know existed or how to use them. Okay. So it's never too late to do a lifestyle overview. And so the next part of the mentor call will ask you to identify where in pipes you are doing well and where you need help, like 2 or 3 areas that you would need help in. And that could probably be tied in a little bit to your celebrations and evaluations too. I like this idea of giving some quantifiable data to your pipes for the week. Your target is getting 75 points per week. So I kind of challenge you from today or tomorrow till next week, Wednesday, download this. It's a 1-pager and keep track for yourself. If you are at 50 points in a week, you're doing the minimum to, for the business. That's not bad. That's better than doing nothing. But then you got to remind yourself that's what your results are going to indicate as well, right? In terms of where you are with perhaps rank and power of 3. If you are on target, you're doing about 75 points a week. And if you are like, blowing it out of the water, outrageous, you are up here at 100 points per week. You want to circle where in pipes there's a breakdown in activity, and make sure then that in your next week, that's your focus in increasing flow and energy into that area. So then together we look at what needs to happen if that's where your breakdown is. If your names list is non-existent or you haven't added to it in 6 months, that would be, what goes here. What do you need to do? You just need to go update it. You need to use the memory jogger. I love this. Do you feel like you can do it? Because that's really important. If you don't feel like you can do the task that you're telling yourself is an area of weakness, then chances are you won't go out and do that. And then this becomes crucial for me to know what I need to do to help support you. So that's it. That's what these mentoring calls have been. I'm really grateful for the 3 people that I've had them with so far. They've been super patient with me. And I got to be honest, this is not, Kate Kanani and I kind of built all at the same time. And I've always kind of been one to let people, I don't want to say figure it out on their own, but I don't want to be very high pressure in this business. I want it to be fun and enjoyable. And so I've kind of let people come to me. If you want to go out there and kick ass and rock this business, you will. If you don't, then that's kind of how I've always operated. These success check-in, these mentoring calls are for people who really want to and have clear, solid goals in this business and want to move forward. If you're a casual sharer and you're making a $50 check and you're happy with that, by all means, like, rock on. Like, we are here to support you. But I also want to up level my game. I think it's time that I take myself to another level as a leader and hold myself to higher standards and accountability. And so this weekly success schedule, what we've done as a team to offer consistent classes. You guys, that means minimum in a month, we will have 8 introduction to essential oil classes. a minimum. That's amazing. You know, it's amazing that every time you invite somebody, you can say, we have a team class on 10 a.m. on Wednesdays and 3 p.m. on Sundays. What time works for you? Oh, neither of those work for you? Okay, I can meet you Tuesday at 6 p.m. after my kids' soccer. Or, you know, I mean, we're really trying to up level as a team. And I hope that this is going to help everybody move in the right direction. So for those of my qualifiers, okay, I'm just going to call them out. Kate and Kanani. This is something that you guys, with your people that are showing up to these calls, that are showing up and doing the work on in your organizations, this is something that you can reach out to see if they're interested in. I am differentiating the frequency of the calls based on where people are at in their business and how much support they need. But I will always have at least one mentoring session with any of my qualifying leaders at least once a month, and some people up to weekly. So if this is something that you're interested in because you're ready to up level, you want the extra support, reach out to your person. You should know who your person is. I mean, I'm everybody's person, but you know what I mean. You all know who your people are. And let's make it happen. So this is where I'm at. This is what I wanted to share, kind of all of what Allyse is giving us right now. Prague is open to everyone. I'm going to tell you guys, okay, I don't need to go on any trips anytime soon, which I am. So there's that. But I priced out flights to Prague. It was like $800 round trip. That is like nothing from Maui to Prague. Okay. It was nothing. And they own like a castle that used to be like a hotel. And I think everything, all meals, all excursions, all everything, once you get there, you pay for your airfare. I think it's like $850. It's insane. I'm saying this because one day I'm going to Prague. I'm going to go do this in Prague. If you want to come. You know, I'm just saying. Okay. But, yeah. And you get there and she feeds you and it's all like, for some of you, this is exciting. For me, not so much, but it's like all organic and super healthy and like quinoa-ish kind of food. So, I mean, it's really an experience. And she takes you out into the country. Her husband is originally from Prague. So they take you into the country as well. So, but she is just really up leveling and paying it forward big time back into this company that she loves so much, into all the advocates. So I'm really excited. So how are we doing? It's 9:15. So daily mentor calls, do them, listen to them. But here's the thing. She's very specific. You don't listen to the next call until you actually do the work from the first call. So how fast or slow you get through that is kind of up to you too. Anybody else want to add anything when it comes to Allyse and what she's offering, and any questions? I'm gonna mute myself now so you guys have time to think.
For the Allyse one, can anyone around the world do it? Okay. Oh, I can't hear you.
Sorry. Could you not read my? Yes, anyone around the world, and it's open to any rank. It's open to any rank too. You don't have to be a specific rank either. She opens to everyone. If you go, I think, to that website I was just on, Daily Mentor Call, it might be there. If not, just Google Allyse Sedivy Prague. I probably have the website somewhere, but yeah, it's open to everyone. She's having these back-to-back sessions. I think they're 5 or 6 days. But are you thinking of Celine?
Yes.
Yeah. At least share the opportunity with her for sure.
Right. Thank you.
Prague is amazing. I've been there. It's beautiful.
I think we need to keep track more of the places you haven't been than maybe the places you have. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying.
Well, I've got a lot of trips next year.
What's that?
I have a lot of trips next year. I'm going on a safari and I'm going to Antarctica.
Good for you, Diana. Who
We're
wants to be
running out
Diana
of time.
when they grow up?
We're running out of time traveling. You know, we're getting old.
We all
So
want to
do
be
it.
when you grow up. Blaze the trail for us, sister. Blaze the trail.
I hope to.
Who has already signed up for the daily mentor calls? Even if you haven't started them, who's signed up from? Okay, cool. All right. Who's gonna go sign up for them now or later or needs to be reminded in a month about them? Yeah. It's awesome. It's free. She's super engaging. I think what's really hard is knowing like I didn't do my homework yet for today. So knowing that is kind of, you know, it's always that action. That's the tricky part. Please, one last call to action before we kind of wrap it up. We are doing all of these things, but if people don't show up, it's for naught. So this is an amazing turnout for a team call. So thank you guys for showing up. And I definitely don't let me forget getting our picture. But for for the product portion, for our classes this weekend, the Wednesday classes, please, 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 please help to spread the word. I've asked Aisha for the classes on Wednesday and Sundays to make like flyers. And then you know how people cut strips on the bottom so you can like tear it off? So I've asked her to design stuff like that and like, let's get them in coffee shops and wherever, I don't know, churches, wherever, gyms, if people that have like lots of places have community bulletin boards, let's just start getting them up there. I'm going to, you know, ask that people help with that. But just getting people to these so that it's worth our time to keep doing it. I'm kind of going to give Friends and Fair till December. I think that one will be successful because we're in a very busy time of the year. And we don't only have to have Essential Oil 101 classes there too. So I'm thinking we'll probably do our holiday make and take there. And since we have that space reserved for us every week at the same time, if you have an idea for a different class that you want to do, know that Friends and Fair from 3 to 5 on Sundays is available. You just have to let us know so we can plug you into the calendar there. Okay. We do pay for the space. Right now I am going to cover that fee, but I'm going to be talking to my qualifying leaders about how that will look moving forward. But the first month or so I'll cover it. It's only $40, but it's also $40. So I'm willing to put the investment in for the space, but we want to get people there, right? So, and then the 10 a.m. at Nonalani Cottages, that's our family's property. They're not charging us anything, so that's awesome. Kihei's not as a convenient location, and also that time either works for people or like absolutely doesn't work for the people that work Monday through Friday daytime hours. So, but we're kind of using that one to target a little bit more of the visitor industry or people who work in the visitor industry and have different kind of working hours. Because we've typically always done weekend classes because that works in our schedules, but some people, they don't have that flexibility. So, I just can't impress upon you guys enough that like we want to do these things, but we need people to show up for them. So, yeah. So if you have any questions about any of the events that we have going on, please don't hesitate to ask. Anybody have any questions, announcements, anything? Okay. All right. Let's take our quick team pick. Ooh, looking good tonight, everybody. Ready? Okay, I took 2. Okay, as always, love all of you so much. So grateful for you. Thank you for showing up for yourselves, for your team, for your businesses, for your customers. There's so much month left. So much month left. Right now, we are at more volume than we were at the end of last month. So we're going into the best part of our year. Holiday items come out November 1st. You guys should all have gotten catalogs in your latest order. Before we log off, can we give like a quick like silent like for Fraser, who hit not only executive this month, but she also hit elite. I mean, like, you guys, killing it. So good job to Fraser and her team on Oahu, who is just like stepping it up on fire. But let's be real, you guys, since we've got back from convention, so many people have been just stepping in and stepping up so hard. And it's so exciting to see. And what we have to remember is when the good times are good, they got to help get us through the times when it's hard. So, all right, you guys, love you all so much. And we'll see you guys next week. Next class is Sunday at 3, Friends and Fair. Yeah? Kate will be hosting that one. Okay. Good night. Bye. Bye, ladies. Can you stay on for a little bit?